This video looks at the configuration and use of Chrome Remote Desktop. Chrome Remote Desktop is a free extension to Google's Chrome web browser. This extension provides secure remote access between two computers via the Internet. This provides two useful functions. First, remote assistance and collaboration. With this, you can allow another user to see and control your computer for troubleshooting or project collaboration, or you can see and control another user's computer. The second function is to provide remote access. With this, you can access and completely control your computer from another computer. For example, you can access and control your office computer from home computer. This video focuses on using Chrome Remote Desktop for assistance and collaboration between computers owned and managed by the City of Rice Lake and Google Apps users on the ricelakegov.org domain. Using Chrome Remote Desktop for remote access is only permitted for users and computers requiring such access. Additional administrative permissions are required to configure this service. Chrome Remote Desktop is automatically installed for users on the ricelakegov.org domain that are signed into the Chrome browser. Please watch the Google Chrome sign-in video if you are not signed into Chrome or if you don't know if you are. Let's take a look at actually creating a remote assistance session between two computers. The first computer, this is actually my desktop computer, has this blue screen. And I have Chrome launched and I'm accessing the National Weather Service. The other computer has this gray screen, and this will be the user that is going to request service from me on the blue screen. Okay, so right now they're using the City of Rice Lake's website. Depending on how you have things configured in your version of Chrome, you may not see the apps icon so that you can locate Chrome Remote Desktop. The easy way to do that, though, is to just open up a new tab. You can leave any website that you have open running, that's no problem. Just go to a new tab. In the left-hand corner area, this apps icon will appear. That's where you want to go. Under apps, as long as you are signed into Chrome, and I'm signed in as the user tester, you can launch Chrome Remote Desktop with just a single click. Now, the first time you use this, you do have to authorize it properly. So just click Continue, and you have to give Chrome Remote Desktop offline access. Click Accept. And then the top portion of this is where you request remote assistance or get started with remote assistance. The bottom part is where you can access your own computer, but we're not going to cover that. You could access your office computer from home, for example. We won't cover that in this video. So let's get started with remote assistance. What we want to do is to share this computer for another user to see and control. So we'll click Share, and it's going to generate an access code. Remote assistance assumes that you are in telephone conversation with the person that you want to collaborate with or to provide remote assistance for. So you'll need to give them this access code. In the meantime, it waits for your assistant to enter this code. So I'm going to go back to my computer. I'm on the National Weather Service, but I'll just leave that open. Launch a new tab, go to Apps, and launch Chrome Remote Desktop. So now, what I want to do, since I'm the assistant, I want to see and control a shared computer. So I'll access. I'll type in the access code and click Connect. Takes a little while to make the connection, but once it's made, I can now see the desktop of the remote user. Let's go back to the other screen. So this is the screen of the user that is sharing their computer, that wants to receive remote access. You can always stop sharing at any time by just clicking Stop Sharing. But what I'm going to do then is leave this up and running. If you close the remote desktop window, that will also end your session. So, you could minimize Chrome, but you're still connected at this point. And just to see how that's working, now I'm back at my computer and I can see the entire gray screen of this remote user. And I have full control, full mouse control. I can launch Chrome. I can go to the City of Rice Lakes website. And let's say the problem that this user was having is they wanted to know where to find a particular map. So I show them, go to the maps location, and let's say they're looking for the zoning map. Okay, there it is. I'm going to switch back to the other user's desktop, to the gray users. Notice that we're still sharing. And let's say at this point we want to stop sharing. So just click Stop, and it's done. And if I go back to my computer, we can see that the remote computer is not responding. That's because they stopped the remote session. One other thing to be aware of: when you're the assistant in a remote desktop session, you do have access to this control. And screen options are something you need to be aware of, because in many cases you will want to go to full screen, particularly if the user you're assisting has a screen that's set to a different resolution, or if they're using dual monitors on their system. So you can control that by checking this blue box. You can also move that little menu out of the way again. Also, during a remote session, a continue sharing message appears every 10 minutes. The user sharing their computer must then click Continue within 1 minute, or the session will be automatically disconnected. Please take the time to try Chrome Remote Desktop for yourself. Thanks for watching.